Jesus is drinking today.
Well, ain't that a diddle? Diddle, 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 diddle.
Relax your thighs, get on top and start to rise until you feel that need, and I'm gonna feel the cool day. Like that need of mine, I wanna know in you all night, into the sunrise. I wanna know in you.
Merca. Trump won, and I'm still not tired of winning. But today we're going to be taking a look at some vagina lube. Malibu Cocktail Peach Rudder. No, Peach Rum Punch. Dutch Rudder. It's made with Dutch Rudder. Made with white rum and liqueur. Pre-mixed. Still cocktail. 7%. This is much better than 14.3. I know. I'm a math genius. Oh, you know, seems how it's a cocktail. Somewhere over my anus. I know, Sharky. I got busy looking some shit up. There we go. There we go. I used to go for full head on a cocktail too. Asking for a friend. Enjoy a delicious peach rum punch with balanced flavors. Frickin' smells awesome. Look at that. It's all cloudy like nothing. Never mind. It smells just like fresh peaches. Cheers. Too bad there's only 2 of these. Oofda. Mama like. Where'd you go, little buddy? Oh yeah, Hornady XTP. Sharkey? He wasn't even paying attention to me. Did not fire. First, not in the right video. Christmas cookie, come spot ale. Din says gotta catch up. Gotta get out of this place. Hey, Violet, how's it going? Hey, Violet. Ever wondered how many times Brad created splatter art on his monitor? Din says, catching up too on the Presidio Sue. Then he says, yeah, I have a big old version of that bipod on the 50. An Accutac HD 50 definitely is not cheap either. None of them are, but it's really beefy. Good simple design, and then some of the bigger Atlas bipods, like those ones that got the U-shape second adjustment to tilt the rifle on a separate level from left and right on the swivel locking lever. they're on the Texas Plinking 1 MOA at 1,000 yards competition. Some of these guys show up with bipod systems that are probably more than most of our rifles. It's like insane. I mean, it's like the one that John Huber has. Well, 1 minute it's somewhat under the gun, and then you loosen up this clamp and it slides to there, and then you loosen up the next clamp and it slides. The bipod is way out beyond the end of the barrel, and you know, it's about and his is on a 22, but you know, it's also 22 designed to, you know, shoot one hole at what, I don't know what the competition is, if it's 200 yards or 400 yards. Are we on the right video yet? Yes, Jolson says we need cowbell. I'm sorry, but if you read the fine bylaws, Jolson, there's no cowbell for the first 152 comments. Bad says cowbell, meditation cup, and train whistle all at the same time. Yes. And then Cobra says first. He is the first to say first. Rich says cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Jolson says J8. J8 is a misdemeanor. Smile Money says Trump signed another executive order to bring back plastic straws, at least with federal purchasing. He said the sharks will be fine. Awesome. Salty. Joy to the naked. All the nakedness. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and naked. Mr. 27 said naked as a bullfrog. Cobra says, that's what she said. And there she is. Cobra. Cobra. She's like, right. Smile Money still shows up on my Spreaker app. I'll have to ask John about that. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Smile Money. Well, you do not practice that often, and you change your carry piece like your underwear, laugh out loud. That's... I'll give you a little bit, because I like... Kind of depends on the day, though, Smile Money. Work lately is either the HK VP9 Tactical outside the waistband holster, or if I'm somewhere where I'm not sure if the homeowner is going to be there, then I've been using the Taurus, because it's so disappear-like. But as far as weekends go, well, this last weekend it was exclusively the HK VP9, and inside the house it's the Hell Kitty, the RPD. My balls just dropped. They just dropped again. So, but yeah, you know, every now and then, you know, well, no, where did I go? On errands on Saturday, I had the shoulder rig, so I had the I had the Raptor, the Kimber 10mm Raptor. Just, hey, I'm out of the house. I'm wearing a jacket. I'm sitting in a car. You know, you wear a jacket, sitting in a car. You have a possible shirt in your way, a jacket in your way, and a seatbelt in your way. But if you have a shoulder rig and you leave your jacket cracked just a little bit, but no, Smile Money, I've been pretty much exclusively sticking with the VP. Sometimes I do the Springfield that I got from Jim, the XDM. This is the one that I'm like, should I put a different red dot on there? And then I hear many of your voices saying, there's a red dot already on it, and look, it makes a red dot. Stop Smile Money, shit! Just keep this one on it. It's simple. The downside is it's not shake awake. It's I'm always awake. So there's been a few times, Smile Money, that this has no foreshadowing. What am I hitting? My jammies? There's some times that I have worn this on the weekend. Okay. It always works when I am on with you. When I'm home alone, that's we're trying to do this. That's when it causes a. Okay. So sometimes this is the jammy gun, which that is the case right now, and sometimes I've been out of the house with it. It's always been weekend stuff. As far as work goes, the HK VP9, and I know once again it probably sounds like paranoid because the gun already has 18 rounds in it, but then I carry the extended mag in my my work. The carpenter pants has a pocket right here, so I have a Sharpie, 2 pencils, and the extended mag. And of course, you got to run the mag the wrong direction. It'd be nice, you know, to be able to reach in, but I've already got the wrong hand anyway. But if you have the mags down, the edges of the lips will eventually destroy your pants. Your pants last a little longer if you carry the mag in the other direction. Oh, great. Smile Money says most countries buy full auto mic. Do tell what the few of these countries, Afghanistan, Syria, Somalia. Matt says they get free autos in countries you speak of, Smile Money. Smile Money says back to him, exactly. I would rather live in a good old USA with hot dogs and apple pie and barbecues on the 4th of July. Laugh out loud. Could be a very interesting first date, I'm thinking. Then Smile Money says they are lying all around the dead and dying. Just pick one up. In Somalia, you might have to join the rebel gang. Cobra says some countries even get free helicopters, free air bases, free M16s, free M4s. It's wild out there, and then things get left behind. And then Smile Money says, Cobra, I see what you did right there. Laugh out loud. Ooh, bounce a dime off of that. Smile Money, why do you have one 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sub comments, and you made one. You made the original comment, and Matt made one comment. Unless Matt got YouTube fucked. Let's see. Do not have 50 programs that help farmers. That is not being efficient. Develop one program so you can make sure people and corporations are not double dipping or so complex that the farmers is funded in Bruce Springsteen in New York with 2 goats. Now, if you're responding to what I said instead of having USAID, where they have 50 things and they're all stealing from the American public, if people are bitching that they do some good things. I mean, I heard an entire talk show about a lady that wrote in and said that their farm and many farms get aid from USAID. And what I said is, instead of having all of this fraud in one place, why don't you just have, if it's so important to these people, a government agency that's just there for the farmers? That's what I said. I don't know where this... Matt says to him, I'd say you need 2. They can compete to make efficiency, but also call each other out. You know what a one-party system does. I thought you were smarter than that. I'm speaking after a couple of beers, not my usual few. Smile Money says back to him, government programs are giveaways, Matt. They do not compete to improve efficiency. Laugh out loud. Deep State has multi-programs, so you cannot figure out exactly how much is being given away and who is getting it. Yeah. Then he says, Matt, this is not how it works. This is not how any of that works. How exactly would government agencies compete? They just give away our money. Also, they would not even be aware of each other existed. They probably have a program to help farming by giving Bill Gates low interest loans to buy up farmland. Then he says, they keep removing my comments. Matt, this is not how these things work. This is not how... so let's break it down. Then he says, government programs do not... Okay. So it's not like capitalism where you compete just to give your money away. They have 50 programs, so no one would ever find out what they are spending, and then wonder if you give low interest loans to Bill Gates in China to buy up farmlands. Liberals can name a program with a great title about helping farmers, but they pay advertising campaigns to promote drag queens, daily princesses at every county fair in the country. Then he says the state of Jersey gives Bruce Springsteen property tax reduction for allowing some organic vegetables on a portion of his estate. Sad. Yes. I don't know if that's the look you get when you're leaving, or if that's the look you get when you're getting there. Well, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to give it a shot, and the way things go for me, I'll probably end up buying them instead of helping them sell them. Friend of Jack's. Can't sell a couple of computers, and he also has two 43-inch curved monitors. That's what I wanted to put in on the desk in the first place, but Christine said no. Women. Dad says, greetings, Captain. I mean, that right there should easily be able to convince some trans dude that he's actually a dude. I mean, unless he gets knocked unconscious by his own dick. Mike says, hell, I don't remember what the rifle was called. Been too long ago and too much booze ago. Just saying. Well, so far, Mike's actually the only person that's even taken a crack at it. But then again, I haven't. I like this outfit, so I gotta say. Cobra says, "Oh, hello there, Cobra." Cheapo Gun Guy says, my past was not defined me, destroyed me, deterred me, or defeated me. It has only strengthened me. Mega! Hey, Trump, tell us what you think of the Biden administration.
Fake news. fake news. Fake news.
Okay, I agree. Matt says, I thought I told you and Christine to never talk about my inadequacies down south. Wade, the way I see it, the National Guard is a state-run militia that can be called up by the federal government, but they all have the same weapons as the standing army. That being said, we should have the same weapons as the militia. That's just my opinion. I cannot disagree. I can just hear ass banking going on. Then Wade says, Trump told his new Attorney General Pam Bondi to look at all the laws that the ATF is using to restrict our rights of gunship ownership. How far they go is still up to speculation. Cobra says, will be interesting to see how this shakes out. Yeah, it will, because I don't remember who told me, but one of you told me that Pam Bondi isn't exactly known for being 2A friendly. That was discouraging to hear. Yes. Mr. 27 is 25th. Then he says, intro computer guy Rubomi. Then he says, nice intro babe. Then he says, no, Mr. Sick Guy, Multi 357 Man, still disappoint. He needs fireball medicine. Yes, Multi 357 Man there has been way under the weather. He says that the flu is absolutely, told us that the flu is absolutely no fun, and if we wanted to partake in it, just to let him know. And me and Mr. 27 said, you just go ahead and keep that. Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to get, so instantaneous, but yeah, why not? Yeah, sure, this was part of a multi-pack that I was authorized by Christine to get because, first of all, it was a bribe because she needed me to stop at Super One today and get some vodka for the girls' party. And then she said, go ahead and get this multi-pack. But everything on her list gives her pretty decent points on her little coupon app thingy. Other than that, my day is pretty much typical of how things go for me. I left the job site, which, and I'm not kidding, is exactly 20 feet away from Tony, my hack mechanic. And as I was going across the Belknap Bridge, because I was going to Sammy Poo's because the snowplow went by, and she said that the ridge was so big in front in her driveway that she knows for a fact she wouldn't be able to get her STI out of there without doing damage to the ground effects. So I went over there, and as I was leaving her place, I thought the sound that I've been hearing this whole time was the bigger tires on my truck rubbing on the the body is rusting, so the mud flaps don't stay in place, and it seemed like, if you turn one way, I'd hear it, but evidently that wasn't the case. The noise comes and goes. It kind of feels like the truck is dragging, like it needs more go juice than normal, and by the time I pulled into my parking spot, I got out and I put my hand on the passenger side front hub, and it was maybe lukewarm at best from braking. The other side was so hot you couldn't touch it, and I'm pretty sure the sound I heard was the brake fluid boiling. So, my truck is the only thing that makes me money and makes it possible for me to haul my tools back and forth to the said job site, and I don't have a truck. I do have roadside assistance through Progressive, and I called it in, and they told me it would be between 75 and 105 minutes before someone would come to pick my truck up. At the 45-minute mark, I got a phone call from them saying that they can't find anybody, no tow service in the Duluth Superior area that's taking the job. This is exactly what happened to me when I really broke down where I didn't want to be, and that was on the span of the Bong Bridge. And then because I couldn't get satisfaction, I drove the truck from where I was overheating to the job site, which is really bad because afterwards I was told that diesels usually don't take overheating for more than a few minutes. And thankfully it didn't destroy my engine. But exactly the same scenario. They eventually called me back today and said, listen, we're going to have to try to arrange a pickup sometime after 8 a.m. tomorrow. What if I was on the side of the fucking road? Seriously, this is bullshit. And without losing my temper, I made my feelings well known last time, and I'll be doing it again. So, I have no idea what this is going to cost, and right now I have absolutely no idea where the money's coming from, but I have absolutely no choice but to have the truck fixed, because I am completely dead in the water without it. Smart Money says, war is a big moneymaker for politicians' friends. Yes. Smart Money says to him, and politicians for associated campaigns, donations, defense industries, and hires the politicians' family members. Do not forget the travel vacation for conferences. Oh yeah, I mean, when you hear some government official say that they want to stop war, to this point in time, the only person that I've believed is Trump. Should have just done. Yeah, so far my road assistance is fucking useless. They say they can't find anybody to take the job. So now, they said the soonest it's possibly going to happen is I'll get a call after 8 a.m. tomorrow. Which is just wonderful because I've been starting before 8 a.m. I guess not tomorrow. Sorry I had to be here for that blow up. And of course, we're at a high right now of 3 degrees. -6 with the wind chill. Tomorrow is supposed to be -29. Looking forward to that. Violet, got a little camel toe going on there. Oh, sorry, Sharky. There you go. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes, that cheers me up. Who even gives a shit about my truck? If I could put those in my face. EMT, that is exactly how I make my honey fermented garlic, except for I let it brew for an entire month. See, I couldn't remember. It helps, takes a lot of the dragon breath away, and also allows the good bacteria to grow in the fermentation process. While different from the honey garlic, I also lacto-ferment veggies. It's the way of lost food preservation, read more about that, actually makes your veggies healthier than fresh out of the garden because of the vitamin K made in the lacto-fermentation process. Vitamin K also helps your body absorb vitamin D, which we also need since people don't work the fields and farms as much outside and buy our own food from a corporate system instead. She looks like she could use some vitamin S. Smile Money. Nice. Never ventured into fermenting. EMT says, fairly easy, gives your veggies the whole new flavor, or as Eric would say, mouthfeel. Eric, not expecting you to read this on camera, laugh out loud. The honey fermented garlic is different than lacto fermentation. Not expecting you to read this. Okay, I see why. Okay. Yes. Okay. Kev Dog, challenge accepted. The honey fermented garlic is different than lacto fermentation, but I do both. And both have a good gut health probiotics. For honey garlic, I put 3 whole bulbs of organic garlic into a pint jar and cover it with raw honey as below with the salt brine. Allow the honey to settle in. You may need to add more. I don't refrigerate the honey/garlic as below when done brewing. If someone is a diabetic, I suggest discussing this with your doctor because of the sugar in the honey. Both raw honey and garlic have health benefits too. My recipe for lactofermentation is to mix up a quart of non-carbonated water, chlorinated water, with 4 teaspoons non-iodized salt, pickling, kosher, etc., to dissolve while you cut and pack the other jars. The chlorine and the iodine will kill the good bacteria if used in your product. Won't have the probiotics. Fill the jar with your product to the 1.5 to 2 headspace, pack tight. Cover veggies with the brine mix. Place the glass fermentation weight on the product to keep it from floating into airspace. A rounded, flat, cleaned / boiled flat stone. I think stone, skipping stones that barely fit into the jar work too. Add more brine if needed, but don't fill to the top of the jar, or it will burp out when you burp daily. Needed, but don't release the CO2 pressure, or if it burps itself, if you use a self-burping pipelet type lids / flats. You won't need to burp these daily. For the dense veggies like carrots, I let them brew for 14 days. Less dense string beans, 10 days. Keep on the counter where you can see it to remember to burp it daily, but keep it out of direct sunlight. After time, open the jar. You may see white slime on the top of the brine. This is the sugars that have converted out to make the lactate acid known as cum yeast. Scrape it off. Throw it on your wife. Remove your weight. Replace your self-burper if used with a flat / ring or a lid, then refrigerate and consume. If you open it and have white fuzz, the product was introduced to O2 and molded. Discard the product. Leave the brine in the jar while refrigerated. Go easy on consuming at first until you see how the probiotics affect your gut and get acclimated. Sorry. You can experiment with different mixtures like dill beans, except brine them versus pickling with vinegar. I did a batch of carrots with a couple of cloves of chopped garlic. Boy, does that make a good new flavor. Smile Money says to him, I took a screenshot to save. Thanks for taking the time to type that all in. Yeah, since he put forth the effort to type that all in, I figured I'd put forth the effort to read it. Kev Dog then says, 52-52, don't be picky. Take them both. Well, if I wasn't clear, EMT, yeah, that would be the plan. I was just starting somewhere. I mean, it'd be 15 seconds, then we'd sit around and drink for a couple of hours, and then I'd hit her hard on the second one. Then he says C2 and hashtag mega. C2 is a hit. C2 is a hit. Kaboomy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sharky says, cheers all. Alice on the bench, and I'm doing things to her, it seems. And here we go. Cobra. Hey, Google, what's the Urban Dictionary definition of shark fin?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
What's the Urban Dictionary definition of shark fin?
According to Wikipedia, Urban Dictionary is a crowdsourced English language online dictionary for slang words and phrases.
Oh, okay.
The website was founded in 1999 by
Google.
Aaron Peckham.
Hey Google, what's the Urban Dictionary for shark fin?
Sorry, I didn't understand. But I found something similar. Do you want to know what is the meaning of shark fin?
Sure.
On the website dictionary.cambridge.org, they say, fin, a thin vertical part sticking out of the body of especially a fish or an aircraft that helps balance. See more at fin.
Wasn't quite as exciting as I had hoped. Okay, so, well, I guess I can see if Sharky says anything. Sharky says G5. G5 is a misdemeanor. Then Sharky says, SH, what in the hell is even that? Semper Fi, Matt, rise arms. So, I'm guessing that nobody knew what the AR was there the other day. Because right now, Mike is the only one that took a couple of shots at it. No pun intended. Huh. Sharky, I figured if anybody was going to have the answer to that it would have been you, but that's fine. Yes, why not? Yes, definitely. I'd love to sink my mouth into those muffins. The other day, a big old cotton ball flew out of Zeus. Let's see how close could I possibly get without touching the lens? Yes. $47. Ah, $42. Doing okay then. Maybe what I need to do is show a close-up of it. Either show a close-up, like, you know, give a couple hints. I mean, I gave one to Mike, so I guess I can give one to everybody. The first hint would be, is it hasn't been seen in at least 8 years. I'd have to do some research to tell you exactly when the last time you would have been able to see it. My guess is somewhere around 8 years ago. Cobra says, fuck Pickle 3. F3. F3 is a... Damn it, Bobby! F3 is a miss. Yes. Last comment. The douche pickle that has an M203 says, do a skull schwat.
Warning, bullshit alert.
Is there any rules as to how I do your shot? Like, here's a for instance. If this is the shot that I'm supposed to do, and I by accidentally spill it in here, are we all good if I was to by accidentally do another shot that by accidentally fell in there? Wish you could pay attention to what you're doing. I mean, you're not actually supposed to get alcohol all over your alcohol mat. Matt, that I got from Matt. Maybe I need to come up with something good for the little AR game. Like something more than the... I mean, trust me. If someone's got a spotting scope and they want to give the thing a try, maybe it'll work better for you. It seemed like every time that it didn't matter. I mean, I had it set up on my dining room table to a spotting scope, and I was looking up at that house that's up on the boulevard. I'm not even sure what that would be. It's roughly... I don't know, 10 blocks away, and it looked really good. I was actually kind of excited. It's like, oh, we can bring this up to the up to Island Lake, and we can actually shoot at paper targets without having to take 3 fucking shots and call cold range, especially if anybody else is there, and now you've got to like sit and wait for a couple of dumbasses to walk out to 300 yards and back. And I thought the spotting scope would at least give us a chance. Now I don't know, because even with the U.S. Optics, my ER25 that's on the JP, you're still. It's like I'm amazed. This is a scope designed. This is a scope that's got everything in it. The way the reticle is in the upper 1/3 of the glass for as much holdover as possible. You know, it's like guys out at that sniper's hide competition weren't shooting with anything. I don't know if I saw anybody that had something as expensive as that on their rifle. A lot of the Vortex Razor Gen 2s. That's probably the number one thing I saw. And those are still a 25 power. And a lot of the guys were saying that the 1,700 and something yard, the mile, they were most people said like 16 power was what they were using. It was like, holy shit. I mean, at 300 yards, I wouldn't be able to... I mean, I don't know if I'd even be able to see a slug hole in a piece of paper at 300 yards, even dialed up to 25 power. I mean, it's amazing what some of these guys are doing. You know, it's like... I just saw a video that popped up. I accidentally closed the window, so I didn't get to see it, but 7,000 yard rifle hit. I mean, shit, I don't even know if they're doing videos because I don't get notified of anybody's shit anymore, but that's Sam and that husband and wife after work. His longest shot that I saw him do, 338 Lapua, 5,700 yards. To a 2 foot by 2 foot steel plate. I mean, it just blows your mind when they show the drone is showing where they're shooting from, and then it flies to the target. They even sped up. It takes a while for the drone to get there. Okay, what do I think about something I've never tried? Any of their cocktails, the Malibu cocktail. Again, I'm not a rum fan. It did not have a rum taste to it. Extremely fresh peaches was the taste. 7% is, as far as I'm concerned, also a good thing. I mean, the 9% on those ones, they were also like drinking flavored water, but they were dangerous. These would be considered dangerous. I really like this. On the non-E scale, on the vaginal lubrication products, I would give this a 9.5. Overlook the tattoo, or if you're back there, maybe you don't even see the tattoo. Go into the club. First in, Heart of Sunny Slopes Club needs cowbell. Then he said, I said cowbell, schnookums. Okay, fine. I love it when you talk sexy. I like it when their titties fall out. We got... It's coming, so if you hate it, prepare. What's this thing? Really here. Oh, oof. That's the only reason you got extra cowbells. I had a Caesar from cowbell. Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Richie Poo. Bad says, howdy, clubbers.
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you're fake news.
Come on, he's not fake news. Mike says, SH still watching now. Smile Money says, the review is on. Cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Smile Money. I love you.
Bullshit detect. Bullshit level. Oh, come on. Warning. That was bullshit.
Hey, Google, what's the temperature with the wind chill right now?
Right now in Duluth it feels like -5 due to wind chill.
What's the forecast for tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Duluth it'll be mostly cloudy, with a high of 11 and a low of -13.
Must change something. I was told it was going to be negative 29. Ooh. Now since it's tomorrow, I got to go back out and make sure that the truck is plugged in. I didn't have the truck plugged in because I thought someone would actually show up and get it today. But I do want to thank whoever sent the magnetic heater, because I put it on the bottom of the oil pan of the Subaru. Now, just so you know, the bottom of the oil pan on my Subaru is roughly 4 or 5 inches. I mean, the only thing I could see is where the plug was. I just reached up under there, stuck it to that. I got 2 different extension cords outside right now, hooked to 2 different timers. I got the timer for the Subaru coming on at midnight because the only chance that I have of even being able to get over there tomorrow, and I don't know, depending on what time, if a tow truck shows up before 10 o'clock, I'm gonna, at a bare minimum, I have to follow over because I have to shuffle a few vehicles around. Tony would rather not put it in the air with the plow on it. I still may try to avoid doing that, so because I don't want to have to take care of that. I mean, this whole easy hitch thing is like bullshit. It's easy if the world is absolutely perfect. I have no place around here to leave that plow. I can't take it off in my own parking spot because it's not level enough. I mean, I couldn't get it off of the truck. Yes. Ooh. Oh, coming up on some slippage. Last comment was Din with the read more button. Jesus Christ. He says, well, one of the things I need to remember is that they said arms in the Second Amendment, as in musket, pistol, crossbow, bow, sword, knife, bayonet, hand mortar, cannon, musketoon, punt gun, ammunition, not a musket for hunting, arms as in weapons used for war. Keep the bare meaning, own, purchase, acquire, build, carry, use, equip, deploy. I mean, Smile Money can look it up. You want the specifics, but pretty sure there was an Anti-Privacy Act that gave a tax break or something / allowed to people to keep some of the stuff that was recaptured if they took out pirates. Some guy wrote into Jefferson or Madison or something, asking if that means they can have a warship, and they wrote back with visible disgust, yes, you fucking idiot, you can have a warship. See, here's the thing. Everybody will say, yeah, but things were different back then. No, not really. They were worried about us. They were trying to write it so that what happened wouldn't happen again. And here we are. It's happening again. I mean, you can be on whatever side of the argument that you want, but the bottom line is they never wanted us to have to deal with a tyrannical government. And if for some reason you look around right now and don't think what has been taking place for, especially under a Democrat liberal administration, I don't know how more it could get. I mean, the bottom line is these fuckers think that they're smarter than us little people. And if it wasn't for them and their high and mighty white castles, we'd be what? Just the whole thing. Oh, they can't be trusted. If it wasn't for the government, if it wasn't for us Democrats, they'd be drinking dirty water and they wouldn't have roads. Oh, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. If you think that without the help of the government, something would go to shit. No, it wouldn't. It would be done more efficiently. It would be done by, if you put together, I've said this before, if you put together Guntown, do you honestly think that the place wouldn't be top notch? There'd be no government fucking help. And yet it would be better. I mean, you'd be able to have Jerry running a big grader and a few other people giving him a hand and heavy equipment. You wouldn't have 27 guys standing around leaning against a shovel, all getting paid to do a goddamn nothing. Fuck that. I wish the technology was there to actually bring back, even if, whatever means, a part of the build, some kind of fantasy world where you're actually able to bring the founding fathers to now, just so that they could explain it to the stupid people, mainly the libtards, exactly how it was supposed to be. I know, some of that's a fucking gray area. That's why Jeremy wanted to have the discussion. It's like, if I could afford an F-16, should I be able to have one? Yeah, absolutely. I should. But when it comes down to, can I have some Sidewinder missiles and a Tomahawk with a, nuclear tipped? Like I already said, if I had the powers to do it, nobody would have nukes. Nobody. Not us, not them. I'd be like the Who's Not. I would just will that shit all gone. To be able to say, oh, yeah, but we have nukes, so if you piss us off, we're going to nuke you. Well, if we don't have nukes, then maybe we can decide it some other way. The whole thing is, honestly, it's just a crock of shit. There you go, Dan. I had at least one shot from the skull. I may or may not be making another drink as soon as I turn the camera off. Oh, look, the light's green, the trap's clean. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be, well, I don't know. Tomorrow is the last day that me and Christine will get to be spending some time with Samantha and Gage. Because after tomorrow, Thursday morning, they're gone. They're gone from Duluth. Running out of reasons for me and Christine personally to... Gotta burp. Running out of reasons for me and Christine to waste our time staying here in Duluth. No, neither one of us wanna die in this town. Neither one of us know where we want to go, though. Everybody says, oh, you gotta get out of there because it's cold. Well, guess what? There's fucking zero chance that I'm gonna die from a hurricane or a tornado. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably the only chance that there's a brewery review tomorrow is, maybe if it's me and Sammy Poo, but other than that, I don't know. Don't take this personally, but under these circumstances, I'd rather be spending some time with Sam. Granted, it would be classic to do it here. And then make sure you back that shit up so you don't get fucked by YouTube like I did with Justin and Mr. Holster, and fuck you, YouTube. Love you guys. See you tomorrow or the next day. Cheers.